Tonight's topic is a big one, especially what concerning building a strong and skillful future generation. Early and excessive use of screen impact on children development and education. As we know, excessive and early exposure to screens is raising growing concern among parents and educators. From smartphones to tablets, digital devices have become part of children's daily lives, but their overuse can affect learning, attention, and overall development. How does screen times shape the way children grow and learn and interact with the world around them? Stay with us as we break it all down right after this. And we are joined by a distinguished expert to share insight on this important and timely topic, Dr. Prosper Begedu. He is the president of the Togolaise Association for the Fight Against School Failure. Please, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Akosi.
Yes.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here once again.
Yes, you're welcome. So let's get right into the topic. Early and excessive use of screens impact of children development and education. At what age should children first be introduced to digital devices or screens?
Thank you very much for the question. There are a lot of studies that have been conducted, and I think all of them agree that exposing a child to screens before the age of 2 or 3 is damaging to his or her growth at all levels. So, but unfortunately, that is what we see, that even toddlers, children, they are exposed too early to these devices, which is not good for them. So the before the age of 2 or 3, the child should not be exposed to any screen that is very damaging to his or her life.
Yes, and does early exposure before the third age, the third years old, support or hinder language or cognitive development?
Yeah. So when the child is exposed too early to the screens, it has impacts on him or her at various levels. At the cognitive level, the impact is there. At the developmental level, educational level, even the emotional level, the impact is there. So when we take the level of cognition, it will be very difficult for the child who is too exposed to the screen too early to be focused, concentrated, because the time for him to focus is very reduced as compared to the one who is not exposed to these screens but have the normal environment in which the child is learning.
Okay.
Yeah. So and also there are other impacts that we can mention.
Okay. Talking about focus and how does screen time influence children's attention span, memory, and concentration in class?
Yeah, because when you see the screen, usually things move very fast.
Okay.
These are videos, images. Now, in classroom situation, the teacher is taking time to explain things to the student. But as the child is used to very fast thing, the child will not be patient enough to accept and acquire the knowledge that is being transmitted to him or to her. So he's very impatient in not even giving time for the other people to make mistakes, to accept them, because he has learned to have things go very fast.
Okay. And everything is well prepared to be shown on the
screen.
And
it is like something that will come on its own.
Okay.
There is no much effort that he needs to put in, and that one is really very, very important, because they add value to the acquisition of knowledge.
Okay.
For example, when the child has access to these learning tools and also is prepared and educated on how to use them, the child will be able to get access to knowledge easily,
Okay.
as compared to the one who does not use them.
Okay.
Because today we know that knowledge is global. So when we're talking about experimentation, remote learning, and interactive learning, that child who knows how to use the technological tools will be able to do it. Apart from that, we have the digital learning and knowledge. The child who is exposed to this can also develop his skills in
Yes.
literacy, digital literacy, creating, because today we know that there are ways we can create it, we can create knowledge
Yes.
and also acquire it. But it is when the child is informed
Yes.
about how to use them, and he or she uses them in an effective way.
Okay. And talking about coming the way children are introduced to screens, are there cultural or regional differences in how family introduce screen to their children?
Yes, we have it because you see, in some cultures, the child is told immediately that you cannot have the screen before this age, and the child accepts. But in some contexts, what happens is that when the baby is crying, the mom wants rest and say, take. You
Okay.
understand? So it is like a relief for him,
Okay. Yes.
not knowing the impact that it will have on him. So the child is introduced to the screen just to stop him or her from crying.
Yes,
Yeah, from
disturbing
crying
the
or
mother.
disturbing.
Yes.
Or because the child is crying, the child is not happy, they say take the screen.
Okay.
But in other contexts, the child will be given the screen because they want him to learn the colors.
Okay.
They want him to learn the letters of the alphabet.
Or
So
maybe
if-
even some
songs.
words, some
Yeah,
songs.
But
Yeah.
here is because they want him to keep quiet.
Okay.
So you see that the contexts are not the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what are as consequences? What are the typical consequences of excessive screen use?
Yeah. So when somebody is too much exposed to a screen, I said it also, the attention of the person is limited.
Okay.
The focus is limited. Patience is limited. Now, when we come to the level of the sleep of the person, because the person does not have much time to, rest because of the screen, because this is temptation.
Yeah.
When you have some children who are exposed to this, they can spend all their nights. They can spend all their nights for the screen, and it will not help them to be at ease. And not only that, they are exposed to the lack of empathy,
Okay.
because they have this attitude of always gluing to their screen.
Their screen.
So
yes.
they are isolated. The impact is very negative. They will not have any feeling for the other people because
Yes.
they are too much attached to the screen, and it is really, when you see these people in the society, you see that they will not have pity for anybody because they are always like robots.
Okay.
They are not like human
that
beings.
Means, yes, that means the screens are damaging their social interaction
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah, they are damaging their social interactions because you see, the screen are showing some words that are not always reality, because some words are created
Yeah.
and some are imagined,
Okay.
and sometimes when you don't pay attention and you want to transpose, when you want to take that word and bring it to the child where he is, you are disturbing the child because
Okay.
the word in which he or she is totally different from the word he's seeing on the screen.
Yes.
So he's confused, he's lost.
Okay.
So when we're talking about communal life or social life or relating with other people, the child is not able to, see what is good or bad for him or for her.
Yes. And with all this you have said, how much screen time per day is considered healthy for a different group or age groups?
Yeah, there is a study that has been conducted in 2019 in JAMA Pediatrics. It is a journal, And that study showed that toddlers with more than 2 hours of screen time a day had lower scores in language and thinking tests.
Okay.
So those the children who were exposed to screen at 2 hours a day have lower scores in their classroom situations, especially when it comes to thinking. You understand? So when you are asking me the number of hours that is devoted to screen, I can say if the child is grown, if it's not a baby, a child is grown, that means he can reason.
Yes.
Maximum should be 2 hours. Yeah, we have to give him time to do other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for coming today. When we say children should not overuse the screens, what exactly are we preventing? If you want to summarize to our viewers.
Okay, thank you very much. We are preventing them from many things. First of all, their safety, physical safety, because we want them to be in good health. When they are exposed too much to screen, they have eye problems, they have sleep problems, they have health problems. So it's very bad for them. We are preventing them also from school failure, because when they are tied to these screens, they don't study hard, and they don't also do what the assignment, what they are supposed to do, and it can lead them to failure. We are preventing them also from thinking that the things are easy and the way they see them, because sometimes what they see from the screen is a fiction, is creative, is imagined, and is different from the reality. So we want to prevent them from seeing these things as reality and not knowing that there are efforts that they have to be made. And we are preventing them also from harm that is behind the screen, because there are people who hide themselves behind the screen and lead them into evil things, into immoral things, and into this, because they are children. They are not grown-ups. They need people to guide them. And if they are exposed to these screens without control, what will happen is that they will fall into traps and they will destroy their life. That is why we as parents, we need to be watchful. We don't need to give the children the screen just to relieve ourselves from their disturbance.
Yes.
No, we need to be with them. We need to check what they are watching. Even if they are watching cartoons, we need to make sure that this cartoon is bringing something to their development, not destroying them, because they will be violent, they will be cruel if we don't pay attention to them. Instead of it helping them, it will destroy them. So we as adults, as parents, we need to know that screens are good when well used, but harmful when badly used. And that is why we should be there as guides. Tell them that, okay, I know. I tell my child, if I buy the phone for you, I have the money. But if I buy it for you now, I'm killing you. That is what I told my boy. So because I don't want to kill you, I will not buy it for you now. There is a time for you to get it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And talking about the exposure to screens and the problems that are around, and in this moment or this generation that the AI is ruling things, what is your stake about it?
We cannot be outside this, because we know that it is helpful. Children cannot develop themselves without this use of artificial intelligence. We have a lot of creativity in them. That is why I'm saying we have the responsibility to guide them, to show them the do's and the don'ts. There are things to do and there are things not to do. There are places to go and there are places not to go. There should be limits. We should not give them the full access. We need to limit them. And because we are adults, they are not adults, we have had experiences. We can use our own experience. If you are not experts, we can use the services of those who are experts. You want the child to use the screen, but you don't want to give him the full access. You can ask the support of somebody to limit the access to him so that he can take things that are constructive to him.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. And should government and schools create policies limiting screen use for young children?
Yeah, even today, it is clear in our country here that students are not allowed to go to school with their phone, the screens.
Okay.
Either it is on or off. You are not supposed to go to the school premises with your phone. Many schools are doing that.
Okay.
Not because they don't want, not because they don't love the students, because they love them and they know that it is very dangerous.
Okay.
In churches, in mosques, people know that we cannot go with our phones, and it's very, very bad and it can destroy them. And that is why it's very important for all the authorities to be
Yes.
watchful over that and know that it's not something bad we are doing to them,
Yes.
but it's rather we are preparing them for their future.
Yes. And according to you, who bear more the responsibility for managing children's screen time?
Yeah.
Parents at home or educators at
No, it's
schools?
parents. You see, it is true that students spend a lot of time at school, but they are under the care of their parents. Unfortunately, today, many parents have left the education to the screens.
Okay.
They have left the education to instead of speaking to them, having time to discuss with them. All the time when you go to families, it is the screen.
Okay.
The father is on the screen, the mother is on the screen, the children are on the screen. It's like the screen has replaced the education. There's no communication. If they want to speak to the other one, they will send a message. The other one is in the room, they send a message. So that one is destroying all the harmony,
Okay.
the union, the community,
Yes.
that
familiarity.
family, that should be the family,
Okay.
and
Yes.
it destroy them.
Yes. And what strategy can we use at home or in class to monitor or limit screen exposure?
Yeah, the
You-
strategy that we can use is to have a clear planning.
Yes.
Like you can tell your child, you have the screen for 1 hour, and after you're going to do this, and you're going to do this.
That
So
means,
it's clear.
that means if the family need to have a timetable
Yeah,
for
the child also
For the day.
need to accept
okay.
that if because they are giving me the time to use the phone for 1 hour because of my good,
Yes.
so the child should not rebel and go and take it and hide himself to look at it. So we need to have a planning clear and also the objective.
Yes.
Why do you want to use the screen?
Okay.
I'm using it to do research. I'm using it to learn this. I'm using it to do this. So the objective should be clear,
Okay.
not to just go and look at TikTok and laugh and do this. No. The
Yes.
objective should be clear for everybody.
Yes. Thank you very much. As a president of the Togolaise Association for Fight Against School Failure, what is your stake according to today's topic? We just as a last word.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is one of the things that we have been saying. Even we tell the parents, we tell the teachers, we say that we need to educate. The way we educate people today is not the way we were educating people before, because things have changed. We cannot say they cannot look at the screen, but we need to educate ourselves as educators and also encourage the people to know what to do with the screens and what not to do with them. So it is something that we need to continue talking about in our homes, in our families, in our churches, everywhere, so that people will not destroy, because our nation is very important for us.
Yes.
We want to have citizens who are well equipped, who have love, and who have attention for the other people, not people who have got degrees but they don't have any passion for the other human beings.
Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
While technology offers valuable learning tools, its overuse can hinder children's growth and education. Finding the right balance between screen time and real-world experience remains key to nurturing healthy, focused, and well-rounded learners. A big thank to you, Dr. Prosper Begedu, for sharing such a valuable insights.
My pleasure.
Yes. And to you, viewers, thank you for joining us. Have a good evening. Goodbye.